Hello, my friends. Well, we've all gone through this, the dreaded burnout. Let's talk about it. Hello, my friends. Boomy here once again with another video for you, my SOTOR brothers and sisters, my MMO brothers and sisters. The past two videos kind of had me thinking, right? Apparently we are doing like a series here on like more deeper involved things personally that we go through in game, in the games we love, and with real life and other stuff like that. So in this video I wanted to talk about the dreaded MMO burnout. That burnout, right? We're all familiar with the burnout. We've been playing something for so long, and you just get to a point where you're just like, why am I logging on? I don't want to play anymore. There's nothing for me to do in this game, except I am in my stronghold, or I'm in a major city, or I'm on fleet, or what have you, and I'm picking my nose. That's what I'm doing. I'm picking my nose. I'm really not doing anything. I'm running around in circles and seeing how fast I can die jumping off things. That's pretty much, you're at that burnout stage. You're at that burnout where you're not quite sure what there is for you to do. So, with that said, and with some of my experience going through these things, let's talk about it, shall we? The MMO burnout, like I said, we're all familiar with it. It happens, but there are some things that I have applied to my gaming life that I did to help me not burn out so quickly, or something to stave off that burn notice, which is a good show, by the way. How do we avoid the burnout? The one thing I love to do, and I always say that people should do, is create goals for yourself in the MMO, in the game, or this is primarily for MMO. So in the MMO that you are currently playing, that you invest most of your time in, whether it be World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, SOTOR, Star Trek Online, doesn't matter. We are in a game that sucks up a lot of our time, and there's a lot of things to do in these games, and sometimes we feel so overwhelmed we just sit there and pick our nose. It happens. So what are some of the things we can do? Well, create goals for yourself. Small goals. Like, I like to think in real life, right? I like to create the foundation of one giant goal. This is where ultimately my end game process, this is where I want to be. What smaller steps, smaller goals do I need to do to get that? So you're really building like a ladder or stairway, really. And each step on that stairway is a set of smaller goals, but you're progressing towards where you ultimately want to be. That's going to be different for every single person, with their play style, with what game they play, with what they want to do in the game, or this, that, or the other thing. So everything's different. You kind of have to tailor this really specifically to yourself. So what I'm going to give you are just just general guidelines, general things that I have found to help me. Crafting. Crafting is big. Some people aren't crafters. Some people are. Right? For me, I'm a crafter because I play the GTN, I play the auction house, is what I do. So crafting is another thing, especially if you don't have a lot of time, which sometimes I don't have a lot of time. Crafting, I can just easily pop in, maybe in half an hour, or less than that. Pop in, check my mail, see what's sold, see what hasn't, create some stuff to sell, or stuff that I think is really cool that my tunes will look amazing in. That's one thing there. Or crafting for your guild that you can do, or for whatever fleet you're with, what have you, to help progress your guild in whatever they're trying to do, or to help guild members out. That's another thing you can do too, is you can pop on. You might think you have done everything there is to do. Another thing you could do is to pop on and help your guildies out. So, put in chat, hey, anyone need help with this, that, or the other thing? Or, just look at chat, see what people are talking about. You can even do it in general chat. 90% of the time, you're going to get great people. And you have that 10% of the time, you're just going to get trolls. But I already did a whole different video on trolls, so we're not even going to go down that road. So you can find people, help them out, use your knowledge and experience to help other people out. And perhaps that will go down the road. That did in my case when someone helped me out when I very first started World of Warcraft. Was I a noob. So I hate this term, but pay it forward. I hate that term. I don't know why. It just annoys me. Another thing you can do, if you don't already do it, is getting into PvP. Most games, MMOs, have a PvP aspect to it. Some are heavily based PvP, and some, like World of Warcraft and SWTOR, are two different worlds when it comes to PvE or PvP. You can get into PvP, especially in SWTOR. You have two different avenues really you can get into. You can get ground-based PvP, or you can get Galactic Starfighter, which is one of my favorites. Get into that. If you haven't done before, they can be a little tricky, but they can be fun. And I have found, especially in SWTOR, and a little bit in World, and not just a little bit, but in WoW in general, you will find good groups. Like, I have never been in a group where people were so trolly. Now, granted, I haven't been in ranked, so that could be why. But I haven't really found a group that has been trollicious, that has been douche canoeing down the river of sliminess to make your game time less enjoyable. I know some people like get afraid because there's that mystique of the PvP world where there's just a bunch of douche canoes in there, and it's just, you're never gonna have fun. That's not true. Group up with people, go have some PvP fun, or by yourself, go have some PvP fun. Whether, no matter which game you're playing, there's a PvP aspect. Just go and have fun. That's what it is. If you haven't experienced it before, go and have fun. And if you have, you just don't like it, hey, you just don't like it. Party on. I didn't like it at first, but I'm kind of enjoying it. It's a good experience for me. Or there's PvE. You can find yourself an operations group or raid group. People who go around taking out the end game content. Those groups do exist, and they're slowly but surely starting to grow in SWTOR now that they released brand new operation stuff. There's that. You can have fun. What I like to do when it comes to PvE, especially in World of Warcraft, you can't so much do this in SWTOR ever since they did that whole level sync crap, which I can't stand it. Maybe I'll do a video about how I will rant on that topic. But in World of Warcraft, one of the things I love to do, and this will dovetail into something else, is I love doing not legendary, but legacy content, old school content, from like an expansion ago or 2 expansions ago, to just go and solo it, experience it for myself, not having to deal with a group of people, and just going in. And, one of the things, down here that you can do for, to help alleviate some of the burnout is go achievement hunting. When you go solo older stuff like in World of Warcraft, that's a great place to go achievement hunting. Just look up what achievements are in there, and you see what you can do. Especially if it's older content, you can just steamroll in. There's no level sync to it. You should be perfectly fine. Sometimes you do need a friend to come in with you to help you with one thing, but more often than not, you're able to do most things yourself. You can go in there, you can get tons of cash, gold, credits, not cash. I mean, they're not going to give you real cash. That'd be cool, though. That'd be kind of awesome. I would love to play that game. So that is just another avenue that you can do. One of my favorite. Leveling. Get a tune. Go level again. Level differently. There's a really cool leveling thing out there that I might actually try in SWTOR. And if you played World of Warcraft, it's called the Ironman Challenge. Now this, I'm not going to go into all the details for it. Perhaps I will if I really want to do it in SWTOR. And I think I am actually going to do it, so I'll do a video about it. So the Ironman Challenge is pretty much you have to, from level 1 to, try to get to endgame level, to max cap level, without any of the special things, like no talents, no special elixirs, no buffs, pretty much no buffs, unless the buff is built into your class and it happens on a passive note, then it can happen. Like I said, it's very involved, these rules, but pretty much your white level, your beginner level gear, and you try to progress through all the content without you dying. And if you do die, your tune is dead. It is dead. If you want to do it again, you have to go back and create a brand new tune. That's the thing. Now, I remember when that first came out in World of Warcraft, people were like, oh my gosh, that's so dumb. But it has taken on a life of its own. It is one big heck of a challenge. And it has its own, cult following with this stuff. So, if I do this for the SWTOR stuff, I will definitely get into it, and maybe we can get a group together. We can all do it. We can make it a thing, especially when there's a content drought like we're going through right now. I don't want to talk about it. It'll make me cry. But always try to search in the game that you're playing for something new to do, whether it's Googling what it is to do or just trying out that thing that you were kind of trepidatious to try out. Don't be afraid to do it, because it might be the very thing you need to help you not burn out in the game that you love and are playing. So that's a thing. that's just some of my 2 cents, some of the things that I have learned about playing MMOs for almost a decade now. When you put it all together, it's far more than a decade, but almost a decade now. There's simple tools, simple things, simple goals to get you to that ultimate thing you want to be. Because a lot of times we'll log into a game and we're not sure what it is we want to do. Sometimes there's so much to do, like in World of Warcraft with the Legion. There's so much to do. Sometimes you feel so overwhelmed, you just kind of burn out. It's a thing. It happens. But there are small things you can do to help alleviate that, help you not burn out. And the one major thing you can do, if all that stuff's not working, you're still feeling that strain, like, why am I logging in? Take a break. Like I said in my last video about, when do we step away? One of the things is, best thing to do is just to step away from the game and go play something else. And wait till major content comes into that next game. If you sub, maybe unsub for a little bit. I've had to do that with World of Warcraft. It happens, but I'm back in, I'm playing, and I'm having fun. And I am actually in the steps where I have to set goals for myself, or I do feel overwhelmed, so it helps me out. I hope this video helped you out, and if you have any suggestions or things that I didn't cover here, make sure you put that in the comment section below. I would love to have a conversation with you guys. I love talking with you guys. This is one of my favorite things to do. Whenever I get a notice, bang, I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk to you people. I love it. I love to have conversations with you. And if you want to talk about anything else, bang, 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 my email is also in all the information down below. Remember to hit that like button. It helps the channel and my beard out a lot. And if you don't like this video, well, downgrade the poop out of it. My beard will find you later. My friends, oh yeah, also subscribe to the channel because beard, hello, become the follower of the beard, and it will bless you forever. Yes, I'm Deckard Kane, and you're never mind goodbye. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you see here. Become part of the Freak Show. Become part of the black sheep of gaming family. We will love you forever. Sometimes too much. My friends, remember, have a good one. Remember, what the hell? Remember to be kind. It's about community. We'll see you later. Good day.